Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Mona Lisa and the Blood Moon, starring Kate Hudson and Gian Jongseo and Craig Robinson. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The link's in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 9, available at Amazon.com. Thanks for coming out to the LBI book swap today. It was a great day, great Labor Day. Hope you had a good holiday. Starting a week short, but full of barbecue, I assume, for most of you. All right, let's get into it, Joan. So this woman escapes from a mental asylum, and mental asylums still aren't that great, but I find it hard to believe that anybody just escapes with a straitjacket on, but I guess it could happen. From visionary filmmaker Anna Lily Amanpour comes a movie about a woman who escaped from a mental asylum. Now, Craig Robinson plays some sort of security guard guy, director of A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night and The Bad Batch. Is that Star Wars TV show? Or is that a different thing? So she gets out of the insane asylum. She's on the street by herself. Eventually, she runs into Kate Hudson, who I don't know what she is. I think she's slumming it as some kind of, I'm going to guess, prostitute? Maybe? Something like that, where she's doing a whole lowbrow accent thing. I don't know. It's not super convincing. It's okay. She's like, "Oh, are you from around here? Academy Award nominee?" What did she get nominated for? That movie about the groupie? Was that it? So I don't know. They're strippers. It takes place in New Orleans, I guess. Ed Skrein, I forget who he is. I don't know who he is. Craig Robinson. I mean, I guess she's supposed to be cool, but I don't know. It feels like they're trying too hard to make Kate Hudson white trash. And she's so not. And I hate when celebrities do this, right? Kate Hudson's image is so not this, but she's trying to do, like, I guess the actress thing, but to me, she's not a good enough actress to transform, to really transform. I guess she's trying. Certainly the makeup and the costuming helps, but in this scene, there's some little kid in the movie. She says, "Oh, I'm helping her." "Well, since when do you help people?" Which is a pretty good line, I'll grant you. A lot more at a strip club. Part sci-fi thriller, part neon fantasy. So Craig Robertson, I guess the plot is she's a fugitive, but she also has some kind of superpowers. A demon out of water fairy tale thriller, whatever the hell that means. So apparently if you look in her eyes, she can control you. So here she's playing around with Craig Robinson, making him pull out his gun and fire it in the air. He's freaking out because it's like just a matter of time before she turns it on him. So it's called Mona Lisa Blood Moon, written and directed by Anna Lily Amanpour. It's good to know. Wish I knew anything about the movie. Again, another trailer where I don't know that much about the movie other than she escapes from a mental asylum and maybe has superpowers. Maybe. How about a couple of lines here that tell us something? Written by and directed by Anna Lily Amanpour. Here's the thought. How about writing the lines that explain the movie? I mean, at least it's just very frustrating to watch a trailer and then get to the end of it and go, well, I guess that's a movie about something. It's like September 30th on demand, on digital. I don't see what the big secret is here. It's not like you're doing a mystery. What are you hiding? Just tell us why she can do that. Is it supernatural? It says demon out of water in part of the review, so maybe it's demonic, maybe it's supernatural. I don't know. Give us a hint. Or is it one of these things where you never really know? In which case, you're going to jerk me around for 90 minutes and then not tell me what the deal was? What's this movie about? That's what you have to tell the audience in a trailer. Okay? If it's a big metaphor, then give us some of the metaphorical dialogue. You know? Have Kate Hudson say something like, well, it's not really about you. It's about what you represent. Like, stuff like that. And then you go, oh, okay, so this isn't really about that. It's about this. Something. You know? And Kate Hudson, yeah, I guess you know what it is. Her screen presence isn't, like, knocking me out. Right? Like, who could play this role and be great at it? Oh, what's her face? From My Name is Earl. Oh, what the hell's her name? Hot blonde chick. She'd be good in this role, right? Like Kate Hudson, her energy's kind of low. And now maybe that's the fault of the director, but I mean, to me, with a character like that, if she's going to be bossy, maybe she's a streetwise hooker, or maybe she's just streetwise. She's got to be bigger, you know, bolder. Give me those big lines from her. Craig Robinson, he's always good, but he's always sort of Craig Robinson in everything. So, I mean, he's acting. I mean, the scene where he's pulling out the gun, or is forced to pull out the gun, yeah, he's actually acting. He's like, and I gotta say, the lead, who I assume is Jung Seo, she's not, you know, again, the energy's kind of low. It's kind of like not there. Like, give me some energy. Like the girl from Firefly basically played the same sort of role, right? It's like mysterious mental patient with superpowers kind of thing. Or tell me what the hell this is, you know? Mona Lisa Blood Moon. That tells me nothing. I guess it takes place in New Orleans. I guess there are strippers in it. Strippers and mental patients. Maybe she's a stripper? Is that her deal? Still, she should probably have a bigger personality than just... I mean, she's playing this very sort of low. Now, maybe there's more to this scene and this character, but I'm not seeing it in the trailer. Just kind of like taking your good old time. It feels very much recently. I've seen a lot of trailers where like Hollywood cuts these trailers like they assume I'll see the movie. Like I have no choice or something. And I just don't see a lot of movies anymore because it just don't seem that exciting. This doesn't seem that exciting. It's supposed to be a sci-fi thriller epic. It's everything to every person. Where is it? Where's the excitement? Where it just seems like you're drifting through this. Kate Hudson, wake me up. Do something cool. Wear something hot. Something. I mean, if you're playing a stripper, I mean, show me some goods, I guess. I mean, something. I'm snoozing here. Am I supposed to be impressed by fast food bags in the background of the shot? What am I supposed to be impressed by? There's a lot of food in this movie. I guess he's... I think he's a security guy. Maybe he's a cop. I don't know. The scene where they're cutting toenails. I mean, she's a fugitive. Okay, from what? The mental institute? For what? What? What's happening? Why is she helping her? Something. You know, you can't just come up with a bunch of elements and slap them all together and expect me to go, oh, well, they have the elements. You got to make something compelling here. Okay, 3-act breakdown. She escapes the mental institute. First act. Drifts around, apparently. Meets Ed Screen, or whatever the hell his name is, or the other guy. He's some jerk in the street. Maybe he recruits her to be a stripper or a hooker, and she doesn't quite understand because she's all messed up and goes along with it. but then she ends up on the radar of Kate Hudson, who kind of takes her in. Second act, they realize she's a very wanted fugitive, and they go to more lengths to hide her. I guess Craig Robinson has a run on early with her, but she makes Craig Robinson shoot himself because later in the trailer he's limping and using a cane, and that's how she gets away from him. And he tells people, don't look into her eyes. Is she a demon? Because they say demon out of water comedy. Is that why she ended up in the insane asylum? Because she's possessed by a demon? There's a sci-fi angle here. And I'm basing all this all on not the movie, what the movie showed me, but what you put in the marketing of the movie in the critics reviewing it, which isn't a good sign. So, is she a demon? Is this a sci-fi thing? What is it? So, they spend the second act being fugitives, and then in the third act they catch up to her again. Craig Robinson spots her and chases her, and they run, and there's a final confrontation where, I don't know, I don't really care. I mean, that's part of the problem. The main character here doesn't even have a line, really, other than I don't want to go back. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Why were you in there? Who are you? I mean, this is all pretty basic stuff. This is like Screenwriter 101. You don't have these elements in your movie, I don't know what to tell you. You know? And Kate Hudson, as a stripper, Kate Hudson, when you read about her in her real life, she's so like highbrow, talking about her kids and all this stuff, and then like she's in a movie and she's slumming it as like some streetwise stripper. It's kind of like a big switch. It's not like Kate Hudson came from that life and then became an actress. She's the daughter of, I believe, Goldie Hawn and a famous musician with the last name Hudson. So like she's had a pretty easy life in a celebrity family, and then she became, got into the family business. So, I guess cool for doing something like this, but bring your A game here. I don't know this guy Ed Screen. He sounds, I know the name's familiar. I forget his whole deal. So here's a movie. It's from Paramount, and it drops September 30th, I guess. I just don't know what to make of this other than I guess it's a movie. I'll wait until somebody reviews it maybe, and then decide then if it's worth a damn. It seems like you could have told me more and maybe got me interested in this thing, but you just keep screaming Anna Lily Amanpour's name like I'm supposed to know who she is and be like, oh! It doesn't always work unless the movie's a big hit. Now, if you said from the director of Top Gun Maverick, I'd be like, what? Spider-Man No Way Home? I'd be like, hey. So, anyhow, I'm too tired to go on. That's it for me, Tony T and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. Thanks for coming out to LBI Book Swap today, and we'll see you tomorrow.